Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm your boy Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy I finally managed to get out and go shopping. Oh my goodness, it was so good. Let me just get a candle to set the mood here while I start telling you a little story. So I went to the comic book warehouse with my buddy, and man, we love our comic books. Basically a bucket comic, all good stuff, all crazy stuff. And they got a librarian down there that can find any freaking comic. I gave him the wrong name of a comic, but it was a little bit close, and I gave him the right publisher name. He goes to some corner of the store, he finds exactly what I'm looking for, and he's like, "Are you sure you didn't mean?" And he did. Dude, I can't find this comic even to pirate anywhere, and this guy managed to find it. It's a beautiful place, Comic Book Warehouse in Waterloo. I definitely recommend you check that place out. So yeah, don't worry, I'll weave it into tech here, because man, I'm all about the Phalanx Covenant. But before we get to that, I finally managed to get to a Dollar Tree. Freaking love Dollar Trees. They're different than a lot of other dollar stores. They're like the lowest, cheapest one that you can get, but they got some really cool and useful things. Some very basic useful things. I always like to get them for their tempered glass screen protectors. Ladies and gentlemen, you always need a screen protector, and it's always great to have the tempered glass. Tempered glass is way better, way more forgiving than the plastic stuff. Plastic stuff, you're always going to get stuff under the screen, and that's just horrible. You don't want it. I got this little microfiber screen cleaner. That's right. Clean off the My Sharona Cyrus from your phone. Okay, actually, that'll just get the little yuckies off the top of it. It won't actually kill anything. I got a watch bracelet, so I can just wear this with that in there, and people will think I have a smart watch and that I'm rich and powerful and famous and all of that good stuff. And ring phone holder. These things are super useful to some people. I swear to God, they help so many women not drop their phones. And hey, it's great. Ladies, if you don't got a case, at least have one of these for when you're partying with your chick friends. At least you got something to put through your finger. You might not be able to have a ring on your finger, but you party girls, you'll always have a ring on your phone. That's what you need. That's where you need it. And a wide angle lens, ladies and gentlemen. I had one of these in a drawer. I got this kid that goes through everything. I'm sure some of you guys know what it's like, that a kid that just goes through everything. Kid that goes through everything and she just leaves it all on the floor for me to step on. So I want to test this right here and now. I stepped on my other one, but here, we're going to make up for it. Let me see. Come on. Come on. Oh. Now you can see my washing machine of eternity and my dryer of dryingness. Yeah, so it kind of ruins the picture a little bit. It does what it advertises, though. It just doesn't tell you that, oh, that's not so bad. So it's a fish. It's a fish lens. Fish eye lens? No, because that looks straight. Yeah, it doesn't look like a fish. Okay, maybe it looks like it's rounding out here. No. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. It says it's wide angle, but usually if it's wide angle, it will also make it fish-eyed, right? I might be wrong. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. It's not great, though. But hey, what can you do? You know what? I bet if I took my cell phone case off, it would look a lot better. It would look a lot better. We'll have to try that in a bit. Anyways, we got Deadpool. I got him at Dollarama. Very good stuff, DP. Pound it. But oh, one of the things that I'm most weak in the knees about is these USB Type C cables. Ladies and gentlemen, usually the new cables come out and you just can't get them. You can't find them anywhere, or at least not at the dollar store. They don't even have the Apple ones there yet, and they got these USB-C ones. And I have bought the USB-C ones. They were almost out of all the USB-C ones, except for ones that were furry and girly like, and I bought all those because, man, I'm too married to care. Anyways, doesn't matter. I got the purple ones too, just so people would know it really doesn't matter. Yeah, many colors in the homo rainbow. Don't be afraid to let your colors shine. That's what I'm saying, boys and girls. Anyways. So next up, we have the iPhone, or the phone stands. Kind of excited about this, especially for $1.25. The product feels pretty solid. There's a good weight to it. And if it's heavy, it means it's valuable, right? Isn't that how it goes? If it's heavy, it means it's actually worthwhile. Okay, this is a pretty strong plastic. It's got a cold feel. It's got a bit of a cold feel to it that steel might almost. I'm not used to classic being quite this cold from being in room temperature. Let me see, get a phone in here. Seriously though, all things considered, this is a good stand. I got an iPhone 6 Plus on here. It's not flimsy, it's not bending, it's just doing what it's supposed to, which is frickin' great. What can you say? Good stuff. Ruff ruff, I'm Finger Puppy, and I'm going to help you finger your phone for a finger clean of cleany cleaniness. Ruff ruff. Yep, and that's how you clean your phone. You know, Ruff Ruff, it's been a while since I cleaned that phone, and I just went to town, so you probably have the My Sharona. Aww. Man, my wife just loves to vacuum while I make videos, but it's kind of a beautiful sound because it means the place is getting clean, so you gotta take the good with the bad. Man, saying that made me feel old, but you know what really makes me feel old? The fact that I am excited about getting new lights at a dollar store. Folks, it says I'll get 22.8 years, but man, if I get 2 years out of this, I'll be happy. For $1.25, an LED bulb, 100 watts replacement, only using 14 watts, and I might actually try to get into one of these. Median for life. 1 second. Man, y'all know I can't live with myself if I don't tear stuff down. Look at all those beautiful little LED lights. Look at the chips there for those who appreciate that kind of thing. I wonder, I should know what that says. Thought it said revision there for a second. Anyways, I wonder what the difference between one of these and one of those are. Only one way to find out. Okay, and that's the 60 watt replacement. Trying to get a look at those chips. Anyways, you can see there's definitely a difference with the units. Interesting how this one actually has a Phillips head keeping it in, and this one is just held in by the glue. Yeah, so you know you're old if you get excited about things like LED lights at the dollar store, that's for sure. Last but definitely not least, check this stuff out. This is the kind of stuff that I was like, oh yeah, it's so pedestrian, whatevs. And then you need it for a teardown or something, and it's like, I need it, where are you? Why have you left me? Oh shoot, yeah, for those of you interested in the 60 watt bulb, come on. Some of you out there will be like, no one's interested in that. Oh, trust me, there are folks interested. Future lumen. That's interesting. Future lumen. Median. These are from two different manufacturers, but they're sold in the same brand of packaging. Interesting. And last but definitely not least is the comic books. Man, I got so many comic books. I think I got about 130 of them for about 78 bucks after tax. If I would have paid cash, wouldn't have had tax, but what can you do about it? These, ladies and gentlemen, we can definitely find comic book geekdom on the corner of tech when it comes to this. This is the start of the Phalanx Covenant. And now that we're in the situation that we're in with the My Sharona virus, we can look at something like this as a pandemic. Because, check this guy out. You kill him, you hit him with something, and he's just like, yeah, whatever, I'll reconstitute myself. Just like the T-1000 in Terminator 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy as a kid really messed with my head. Really messed with my head. He could absorb people. That guy's going to get sucked in and absorbed. Look at that. They're absorbing him. They're eating him. He will become one of them, kind of like the Borg. All you have to do is touch him. All you have to do is touch him. But I don't know. They're not sucking her in. That was a big deal way back in the day. Okay, check this out. This is awesome. Gambit, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna save these guys, coming in with his bike, ramming the bike right into the Phalanx. What's going on? And in the next, look at that. It's just freaking absorbing the bike. It's just freaking, that's so badass. That is so badass. Oh, I love it. So anyways, it opens up into a series because, like, who can stop something like this? Who could stop something like that? And it goes through all of the X-Men. Every X title at the time gets into it. Everybody's getting involved in it, and Sabretooth is on the good side for once, because at the time of the Phalanx's attack, Sabretooth was at the mansion. He was not taken over yet, and he wanted to live. So him and Banshee just got together, and they're like, no, no. Anyways, you might recognize this. It looks a lot like Warlock from the New Mutants, and actually, it was part of Warlock and the New Mutants. Here they are absorbing some rats, but man, seriously cool bad guy that does not get enough press, and it was all to bring these guys in, the the Generation X, which is basically the 90s version of the New Mutants, and they had some stuff going for them. They had some interesting art, some great artists. Like that's good art. And Chamber was, oh man, he used his power once. It was too powerful. It blew his bottom jaw off. I always thought that he was so underrated and so cool. And then you got Husk over here. She just takes her skin off. That's what I think her name's Husk. She just pulls her skin off and she's like, yep, okay, time to get a new skin. And then Jubilee over here. But seriously, who actually liked Jubilee? I mean, she was fun, but whenever anyone says, who's your favorite X-Men? And nobody says, oh, Jubilee. Oh my God, they overpowered her these days. And these days they say that, oh, when she's making her power, she's sparking things up. But if she sparks up more, she can like end the universe. So she's like an Omega level mutant, just like the rest of them. But honestly, the Phalanx, freaking awesome. I think that if they actually use this character to its full potential, the Phalanx anyways, it would take over like the entire Marvel universe, just because it could, just like a virus. But seriously, the art, I can't get over the art in these particular issues. And at the end, I'm going to ruin the end for you guys because it's just horrible. And it goes on and it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere at all. All of a sudden, Generation X, there they are, up against one of these bad guys. And they're like, pew, and he's like, oh no, pew, and then it's dead. And the Phalanx out in the universe that it came from initially is looking out, and it's like, oh, well, we've lost contact with these things from Earth. They shouldn't have actually been able to kill it like that. It wasn't ended nicely. They still haven't used it they've used the basics of it, but this gold Phalanx never came back, and I really think it had potential to end like freaking everything straight up. None of this, yeah, but if you did this, if you did that, if they did the other thing. If the Phalanx used its passive abilities, it would have had no problem taking over the human race. And that's me just geeking out, ladies and gentlemen. But seriously, this stand, I'm liking it. I'm going to try something bigger on it. Yeah, man, no joke. That's my waifu. No, but seriously, no joke. This thing is pretty sturdy. I can't believe it's actually holding this stuff up. Yes! That is good for you for $1.25. I can't complain. Compared to the, I think it was about $3.50 you can get at the Dollarama. Still pretty fancy. But this one isn't metal. Still pretty cool, though. What can I say? Anyways, folks, that's it for me, Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. Always appreciate it. It helps the family out. And as usual, folks, take care of each other. Have a good one.